Yeah. So guys, today we're gonna learn about the app creation. It's easy, quick. Once you are ready with your objects and the tabs and the fields, okay, then you guys should go ahead and create application in any organization. Okay. So that's the first priority. Create the object, create the fields, create the tab, and then go for the app creation. Okay. So now let's move on to it. In order to create a app, okay, first let's see what app is. App is something which end user will be using, which will have the tabs binded with objects. Okay, so that's the application. Now to create a app, you just have to go to the backend. As I told you guys, everything will happen in the backend just for the creation purpose, and in front end you guys will be just testing it. Okay, so you search here as a app manager. Okay, you go to app manager, and from here you have the option to create new lightning app. This particular option is only used when you are going to create an app, when there is a integration between third party and Salesforce. So third party want to connect with Salesforce, and at that moment Salesforce should give some authentications to them, right? Because if somebody want to access your account, you have to give your username and password. That's the same thing. If Salesforce need to be accessed, you need to create a connected app so that other third party can connect with you and can log in or access your Salesforce. Okay? That's about this app. So we are not learning it, but it's just an one-liner definition which you guys should know what exactly is connected app is. Because the interviewer may ask, have you guys worked upon connected app also? So you can say, I've just created it and it was used by the integration team for the authentication purpose. Simple. When it comes to the Lightning app, this is the app which you will be learning. And these app which you see here on the app launcher, these are the one which are created from here, basically. And you can see them here. Okay. These are all the app which is already created in your org. Okay. So now, since you have your app applications, I'll just go ahead and create a new one. You can even edit it. So we will edit the latest one which we will be creating. Now I will be creating an app. So it asks for app name. You can say university. Okay. Developer name will be auto-filled. Okay. If you have any logo image, you can upload that. Okay. That's easy and quicker. Once you are ready, you are good on the name, you just go ahead and click on next, even logo if needed. Next is the option is what style you want. Okay. So you need standard navigation style as of now. Console is needed when you will be working on the service cloud. Okay. Sales cloud and service cloud both can work on standard navigation also, but console is something where there's a look and feel will be little different. 90% standard navigation apps you will be creating. Console app will be created in some exceptional cases. Okay, where there will be a use of service cloud. Okay, we will discuss that later on if needed, but for now you can say that I have selected the standard navigation. Okay, next is this particular app is being used desktop and phone both, or desktop or phone. So it's kind of device specific if you are creating an application. When it comes to setup experience, okay, you need the full setup options, right? So you will be going ahead with this. But if you don't need the setup experience, you need service setup, which means for the console app. Console app usually have the service setup, okay, because you are going to give service, okay, for the users. Now the next is navigation personalization. So right now, if you guys have seen, you guys were able to edit the tabs and add new tabs. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, but you don't need to focus on this. It's just navigation, desktop. Click next. Here comes the utility items. So in the taskbar, if you want to add any items, basically like to access it quickly, So that's where you add utility items. Let's add one for now so that you guys have idea. I'll add history, and I would also add recently viewed. But remember, guys, utility items only work when you are in desktop application, first thing, and also when you guys are having console app. So let's start next. So I've selected a navigation items, now some tab. Okay. So we have already created few objects and its tabs. So I will add them. So any object which you have created, and for that object, you need to create a tab, then only it will be visible here, else it won't be visible. Okay. That's the reason I asked you to guys create a few object and so that you can easily add them like this. Okay. So once you add your required object tabs, you go ahead and next. Now, which profile should be able to access this? This is something important, right? Because you are giving an app, so obviously admin should have access. Okay. Apart from that, you are creating an app for salespeople. Let's suppose you can select the sales profile. Okay, only sales will be able to access it once you guys gave the permission here. So now only sales will have access to it. Now, and that's the last step, and you can save and finish. That's how you can create the app. Now to see it, you have to go here. Okay, search for the app name, GLA University. You go here and here you go. So that's your first app which you guys have created. Okay, and these are the tabs. Now you guys are seeing you are unable to see student. Okay, so remember student was default off, so you guys have to add it manually. Okay, so you can do it from here. You have recently viewed it. So that's how you can easily add the tabs if needed, which are default off basically. Okay, so I just want to add it this one. I don't want to add recently viewed tab because it will only show you the recent records. Okay, I'll save it, and here is the three tabs. Okay, now so this is all about application. That's it, nothing else. It is quick. In interview, rarely somebody will ask you how you can create an app because they know that you will be able to create. Okay, now you click all. Right now there is no record. You go here, you go ahead, click on all. You guys can see whatever records are here. So this is nothing but this is called list view. Okay, this is the list view. So whatever views you recently viewed is something, and list is something which Salesforce standard by default they gave you. All means all record will be visible. Recently viewed means which you have viewed recently. You can even pin, because as soon as you land on this page, you see one particular recently viewed, right? So this is just because you have pinned that. Okay, now you have pinned all, so you will be able to see all. Okay. Next is how can you create some list views and what's the use of list? Okay. So list view help you to show your data in the view, as simple as that. Okay. So based on the views, you will see the data. And now the property of the views will be available here. Okay. So if you see right now, you can see student roll number, only one field, right? If you want to add, so this is where you can manage your list view. So let's suppose all. So you just have to click on select field to display. And you can add one more field from left to right. So this is the reason they have created the list view, because they want to quickly view some data on the screen. So you see, they don't need to open a record. Rather, they just have to update the list view and they can see the data here itself. They don't need to navigate on record. So this saves a lot of time for the salesperson or person who is working. They can quickly see some details here. Okay, so this is the one option which is very important. Select field to display. Next is filter. Okay, right now it is all. Okay, let me create few more records. I guess we have one master detail, so I'll just update that as well. Okay, so let's suppose right now you have two records. Okay, so now you want to create a list view where, account type is customer direct. Okay. Because there could be 50 records here and you want to only see the records where account type is customer direct. So you just create a new, okay. You have seen, I'll show you. Okay. Once you create a new view, then we will apply filters. Okay. Customer direct students. Okay. Who can see this view? Okay. All user or only for you, or you want to share it with some group of user. Okay. So this is how you can manage the visibility. Okay. You can add the users from here, but you want to add it for all user, select all user. So everybody will be able to see this view and see now you have 3 views. Okay. So this is how you can create a view. Now comes the filter. Remember, we were having options. So I'll close it here. We can reopen it from the same settings page. You go here. Clone means you can clone a particular list view. Rename means you can rename the particular list view. Sharing setting means you can edit the sharing permissions which you are given, while creating it. So this option is for that. Second is filters. This is important, guys. Okay. So here right now, you are seeing the records which are owned by you. That's why you have my student. It means you are the owner of this. You cannot see if Pradeep create any student record, you cannot see it. Okay. Because you have put a filter owned by you. Now, if you click here, if you click on all student, then you can see the Pradeep's student also, which Pradeep has created. So this is with respect to the owner of the record. How can you find the owner of the record, guys? Open that record, particular owner, and you can see created by will be owner initially. The next is there is a field, okay, which you can add here with the name owner. Let me add it onto this. Okay. Ready. In the next session, we will learn about the page layouts, but just want to show you a picture of it. So you go to a page layout section from where you can design your page. Last time we have seen, right? We added fields on the page. We were adding it. So next section, we will learn about how you are adding it. Okay. So right now you are here. Okay. Okay. Understood. So if you guys see right now, it does not have any owner field. Okay. Note this down. This does not have any owner field because teacher is the owner for this. Remember, when it comes to the master detail relationship, okay, teacher is a master of student, right? We have already seen. We've already seen teacher is a master of student. It means master detail relationship. So the owner will be always master. This one. This one is the owner for all the student if you add a student here. So that's how the master record behaves. Okay. The particular student, there will be no owner, but the owner will be this parent record. Whoever is owner for this DV will be the owner for that particular record. So Devakar Kona will be the owner for student also. I repeat, when there is a master detail relationship, always remember whoever is present in the master as the owner will be also owner for the student. This can be an interview question. Like you have a master data relationship, question will be in this way. You have a master data relationship with one object, and I am unable to see the owner field on the child record. Why? Reason being, it's always controlled by parent. Whoever is the owner of parent, the same will be owner of the student. That's the answer for it. Okay. So having said that, I'll go back. Okay. I'll go back to the filter. Either you can open it from edit filter, edit list filter, or you can open it from here. Both are same. You have changed it to all filter, all student. You can further add it here. Account type equals to customer direct. Done. Click on save. Your list view will be updated. You see right now you see customer direct. Okay, here when you go to this, so we have by wrongly we applied it for the all list view. Okay, it was supposed to be applied for the other ones. So you can remove it from here. You can again save it. Okay, your records will come back. This is how you can manage the list views. Okay, and you can easily play around. If you see here, you have your recently items, history. So these are the one which are available as a utility items. Okay, wherever you goes, these utility items will follow. Okay, these will be a fixed footer, you can say. Okay, that's about this. So similarly, you guys can create, any number of list views and add filters. So basically the use of list views is there are more than 50 records and you want to, uh, create a separate views for separate records. You want to group some record based on the list view so that once you come up on this page, you only want to see those specific records. You don't want to see all unnecessary records which are not belongs to you, right? So that's the use of list view, guys. So that's it on that part. Tomorrow, we will focus on the page layout. Okay, how can we customize the page layout? And that will be one phase which we'll be covering tomorrow. Okay. And any question for today's functionality, app creation in the list view? This is refresh icon. This you can edit records from here. These options are just to format the particular list views. So yeah, guys, we'll be covering the layout tomorrow. Okay, and then we have 6 more topics to cover, and then probably we should be good with this.